folks, you may remember from last year I had that groundhog encounter down by the river. I've been going through last year's videos, deciding what it is I can delete and what I can keep, and I found another one. It actually happened before the one that I actually saw, and the only reason I saw it is because I was actually sitting on the monster when it came out of the weeds. Well, before that, I stopped down there and I went for a walk, and while I went for a walk, this groundhog came out, checked out the monster. I'm assuming it's the same groundhog. He came out of the same place in the grass. And I don't know if he saw me coming or whatever, but he went back into the grass, and then I appear, coming back up. I never even saw it, but I spotted it in the video, so I wanted to share that. It's actually happened more than once, and it's actually kind of cool. So I want to address something. I keep getting asked this question over and over about the display not being waterproof. Manual or whatever says, and the dealer says it's not water. It's waterproof. I've had, well, you've seen, the conditions I've drove the monster in. I've never had an issue with it. I've never had any kind of indication of moisture inside. And I do have a second one. I was going to bring it out with me to show, but this is brought up from underneath. Okay, it's got, where it actually is here, it extends inside, and there's a rubber seal that's in two parts. There's a rubber seal on it, and these buttons here are sealed. Everything's sealed. These buttons on the side are completely separate. It's waterproof. I've never had an issue with it, and I've been in some pretty heavy downpours, and it's just, no, I'm not sure. The dealer's probably just covering their butt, They want to say it's waterproof, but if there's an issue, it comes back on them or whatever. It's waterproof. You don't have to worry. Most mobility scooters are designed for weather. They're weather resistant to a point. For the majority. Even the ES950, it had. I'm not sure what the Fortress looks like here. Yeah, see, it's gonna be sealed too. It's got like the plastic pad with the button, the raised parts that you push down, bubbles or whatever they're called. There is an opening where the speed switch is. That's what I was going to show you. It's the same thing on the ES950. Unless you submerge it in water, it's not going to be an issue in the rain. These things are very, very weather resistant. They're designed to be that way. Except for maybe the Monster. But no, it's not something you're going to need to worry about. So like I say, I do have a second one. I was going to bring it out and I completely forgot. I had to get milk. I just wanted to go out. And it's supposed to be 10 degrees today. It's only 2 right now. I'm not sure what that is in Fahrenheit. Probably 36, 37, something like that. But it's supposed to be 10 today, 12 tomorrow. So tomorrow, I hope to come out a little bit later. I want to see if I can get something done. I'm hoping that I can change this tomorrow. Is this driving me nuts not having it there? Not having one that works. And the bumper is just not staying up anymore. I lift it up and then I hit a bump and it just falls back down again. So I'm going to see if I can... I don't know how I'm going to lift the front of the Monster. Let's see if I can figure something out. Well, it's possible, because I got my big yellow rope that I usually feed through the bumper and I lift with the bumper. I don't know, maybe I can feed it through the suspension just so it doesn't damage the plastic. Do it on each side. I don't know if that's going to make a difference. There's a lot of rust in there. Just to lift it up, and if not, I'll just use my jack. And I don't know. It's possible I might be able to lift it just by hand with the suspension and stick the jacks on, or stands underneath it. I don't know. I just don't know, but I'll figure something out, and I'll just put a couple spot welds on it just to keep it in place until I decide whether I want to replace it or fix that one. As either way, if I get a new one, I kind of thought about that before. I don't really want to get a new one because that means I have to unbolt this one and put a new light mount on it. I got thinking, well, if I take this one off to weld it, I got to take it off anyway. So what's the difference, right? And if I weld to it, I don't know how much the rust is spread on the inside of it. If I get a new one, I can plug those holes and I know there's nothing inside it right away, right? I don't know. I'll take a look. I'll call the dealer up and ask him what the price of a new bumper is. I doubt very much ODSP would cover it, but if it's not too much, if it's under $100, I'll pay for it myself. Yeah, there's no rush right now. Other than it being a pain in the neck, continuously falling down. Like I say, I don't need the bumper anyways. I could just leave it off, but unfortunately my headlight's attached to it. I kind of need it there. So, you know what? I just thought of something. I just gotta remember not to turn my headlight on because I don't know. It'll look weird without it even being there. This headlight is just on plugs. I got it on plugs. I can't do this holding the camera. Oh, come on. I can't pull both through at the same time. There's not enough room. And I can't get my hands in there to separate them. Come on. It's easier to push them in than it is to pull them out. There we go. Problem solved. So that kind of gives me a bit of an incentive to actually fix this. Because now I'm without that light. And where did my bungee go? Okay, there's one. I had two. Where is it? Where did it go? There's this one down here. Okay. And that puts 3 bungee cords back in service. Although they are pretty worn out. Okay. Now it sort of looks kind of weird without it, but at least I don't have to worry about it falling down. Stick that in there for now. And I'll let these guys rest and see if they go back to their original shape. Oh my goodness. See, even that exhausted me. Okay. So I don't have to worry about that anymore. I don't have to worry about the bumper falling down. It's like I say, I couldn't take the bumper off because the headlight's there. Now the headlight is unplugged. I don't need to worry about it. I just gotta remember not to turn that light on if I go out. I still got my overhead light. Oh my goodness. But like I say, it's an incentive for me to actually get that fixed. It probably won't be for another couple months yet, but you know, this'll be it. But it's supposed to be really nice tomorrow, so hopefully I can come out here and take a look at that light. That's kind of my priority right now. I get that light working, replaced, and then maybe I'll take a look at the bumper and, well, let's see what the bottom of it looks like, if there's anything even left to weld to. Yeah. Let's see how bad it is. It's all rotted, and there's like holes there, and the salt got up inside it. It just rotted the whole thing. But look at the bars themselves broke. Like, that's pretty bad. Such a bad design. I don't know why they got holes in all the bars. Everything, all over the Monster, there's holes in the bars. I don't know. There's another bungee. Stick that up there too. So, I guess I'm gonna have to look at the other end of the bumper to see what's left at that end. If there's anything that I can weld to. I can't weld a whole lot because I'll melt the plastic. But I'm not taking that off to do that right now. I'm not taking those bolts out until I'm ready to do something. Oh my goodness. But if I can just put some spots on it just to hold it on for now, that's all. That's all I need. But being that rusty, I don't know what the other end's going to look like. If there's anything I can even weld to. So anyway, I guess that's all I got. I wanted to talk about this. And if I remember when I go inside, or probably remember when I'm making this video, I'll get some pictures of the display panel, the one I have in my bedroom. I don't think it's out here. I'm pretty sure it was in my room. I know I got my other controller out here. There's the controller. I know that's out here. But no. And I'm pretty sure I know exactly where the control panel is. Display panel, whatever you want to call it. And if I go in the house and I discover it's out here, I'm going to be pissed. I'm pretty sure it's in my room. I'm pretty sure I know exactly where it is, too. But I'll get some pictures of it. I'll show you the rubber seal around it. I might even have a video of this. I kind of think... I don't know. As I know I took it apart at one point. Somebody had asked me a question about it. It may have been, is according to the manual, the Monster has a turning sensor which slows your speed down if you're turning, and there's a temperature sensor. I know I've been asked about both of those. I think it's possible that I took the panel apart to find out where the sensor is. My Monster doesn't have that. It might be optional, I don't know. But I know I don't have that. It does not slow down when I turn. And I don't know where the temperature sensor is. It could be in there, I just don't, recognize it. Because everything's surface mount now, I don't deal with that. That's too small for my liking. Too small for my eyes. But it's possible it's in there. But I did take it apart, and I remember looking. So, I don't know. Hey, I'm gonna start rambling now. So that's all I really wanted to talk about. Those two groundhog videos is kind of cool. I didn't know about. So I decided to go in and get my display panel rather than just showing a picture of it. So here it is. I know you can't really see, but where the seam is here, there is actually a rubber seal inside there. So when you put the two parts together, it's sealed completely. You got the center part here that sticks up, and this ridge that sticks out the side here. It actually goes underneath here, and that's really, really sealed. So there's no issue with water getting in. And all the buttons here, you can see that the plastic's raised up. So any water that runs down just goes around the buttons. And even if water does get in, it's all sealed. There's no way water. The only opening is on the bottom. So it's like this. So it's facing downwards as it is. Plus it's all sealed through here. And the front panel does, is kind of separate. But I've never had any water inside anywhere. And you got an opening here where the throttle is. I've never had water inside there. It's weatherproof. Yeah, I just wanted to clarify that. You've seen some of the conditions I've drove in. You know, I've never had an issue with rain, ever, with the display panel, so don't listen to the dealer, it's waterproof.